The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside head track and field coach David Needs, I'm Tanner Swift, and this is the Eagles Sports Network. The track and field program are getting set for its first indoor meet of the season at the Bast-Cregger Invitational in Virginia. And Coach, heading into this season, you come off one of the more historic seasons probably in the program's history. What's the confidence like, not only from a staff's perspective, but for your athletes as well?
Sure. I'd love to have Kieran and I'd love to have Tanner competing this weekend. Your confidence would be real high when but to have them, where they are, that's fine. But that doesn't diminish where we are. And I feel like we've put in a real good fall with our kids, and they've really developed from a sprint standpoint, from a jump standpoint, from a throw standpoint. We really feel good with where we are. And, even with a distance, we're going to really let the distance kids kind of go light this meet after a long cross-country season. But, we're excited about where we are. Now, I wish we had all our bullets in our gun, but with the football players not being with them having their season just over, with cross-country just being over, and with Luke at cross-country nationals, we're gonna take a nice, good group of people that have been really working hard this fall.
You did this invitational last year to kick off the season. You broke 6 school records. Right. Was that some of the confidence and the players having to prove themselves, or including with where their health was at?
I think it is somewhat of a confidence because they've trained and now they get to perform, and they don't have weeks and weeks of performance underneath their belt. I think that also it's just that they're seeing the positives from Thomas in the weight room, from working with Kelly in the training room, that they're getting to see all these things come together at one time and really develop into a performance. And this is, I hope that we can do the same thing again this week.
Point out a couple of your athletes. As freshmen, a good year from Devon Moore, a good year from Tia Davis. How have you seen their progression going into this year? And do you think there's a couple freshmen who can kind of add on to that list what they did?
Sure. With a freshman, it's all about telling where they are. I mean, it's that transition from being a freshman to being a college athlete, and so the jury's still out. Yeah. James Wilson, who was a transfer that we had to sit last year, we're excited because this is really it's his junior year, but it's his first year, and so we're excited to see what he's going to do for us. But you got people like Devon and Tia. Devon won't run this week, but Tia will, and we're excited about where Tia's really worked hard this fall, so we're excited about that. Chris Potts-Howard, Javad McDermott, people that have qualified for nationals, Christian Stump. We really have seen some things with some of our athletes, and really them wanting to take on more things. Like Christian came in as a high jumper, javelin thrower, and now he's a multis person. Shelby Reynolds is a multis person. Just different people. Amanda Lowe, and as a sprinter, just to see how they're going to continue to develop. We're excited.
22 of your current program records are held by people who are going to be on your team going into this year. What does that say about the depth of your team in 2018-19 and the ultimate success of this program over the past few seasons?
Yeah, I think that we've recruited well. We've recruited for what we need to be. And one of the great things about track and field recruiting is you don't recruit for what you need to be now, but what you need to be 2 or 3 years from now. And I think we've brought people in here that have the vision of being here for 2 or 3 to 4 years to graduate, but also they have a vision for what they want to be, and they know that if they come to Carson-Newman, we're going to put them at great meets with great opportunities, with great coaches and great personnel to allow them to perform at their highest level, and that's been consistent for us all along.
Coach, thank you and best of luck.
Thank you.
He's track and field head coach David Needs. I'm Tanner Swift, and this is the Eagles Sports Network.